You're doing it right now because we are frigid here in the Tennessee Valley. Now, today is our third 31 alert day in effect. This ahead of cold weather and icy roads. I'm going to walk you through the coldest morning that we have had so far this week. Plus, I'm going to spend a good bit of time giving you a really detailed road forecast based on what you can expect as far as freezing, melting, and then some new weather factors that we're adding in throughout the rest of this work week. That 31 alert day today in effect through noon. Now, the reason that's expiring at noon is because our wind chill advisories are expiring shortly before that. However, the slick roads and the bitter cold are still sticking around, as they will be for the next several days. 6:48 on your Wednesday morning and 31 triple Doppler is dry, but tomorrow that factor changes and gets added to our mixing pot of weather. Feeling like 5 degrees right now in Coleman, feeling like 8 in Huntsville, and negative 11 in Lawrenceburg, measuring 4 in Muscle Shoals, but just a few miles away in Florence. I've had 2 separate viewers telling me they're measuring -1 degrees in their area. All right, as we head through the rest of the day, there's a couple things I want to talk to you about. One is the sunshine. That is awesome. The friction on the roads and the sunshine we'll see is going to help with our road conditions significantly with a melting factor. Only for this afternoon, but we'll take what we can get. Take a look at our temperatures. Our high temperature is 31 degrees and we'll be feeling 28 at that point. Our wind chill advisory and warning, they both expire at 9 a.m. That means that what we're going to start to see is these numbers get closer together, which is holding true. So rather than having a 10, even 15 degree gradient between our forecasted temperature and our feels like, we'll have closer to a 2 to 5 degree gradient, which certainly is helpful when planning out your day. By the time we get to Thursday, our next weather maker arrives, bringing the possibility for some freezing rain in some of our northwestern counties, but then just some good old-fashioned rain to the rest of us. It starts right around 3 o'clock coffee time, lasts through dinner time, pushes east into Sand Mountain by the time we get to bedtime, and then heads out of our way. Now, here's the information that I really want to get to. We're going to stay with this for a minute. Our forecast today is sunny and 31 degrees. Like we talked about, even though temperatures will be below freezing, the friction on the roads from tires is going to greatly help our road conditions with melting. However, keep in mind, we're not dealing with snow, we're dealing with ice. So a good bit of that will melt. Anything that doesn't, though, is going to refreeze. Our overnight low temperature just 15 degrees. And when we see ice thaw and melt again, it refreezes as black ice, which is significantly more dangerous because it's next to invisible. That's what's in store first thing on Thursday morning. So great road conditions this afternoon, or at least good for what we can expect with this system, but treacherous tomorrow morning. We will thaw again in the afternoon with a high temperature of 41 degrees, but then refreeze overnight and add some of that new rain onto the ground. That means yet again Friday morning we're looking at refrozen black ice on the roads that could be very, very dangerous and make conditions even worse. So what does that mean? It means if you need to be out, absolutely have to be, plan that for the warmest part of the day and the sunniest part of the day. When the sun is setting or just rising, you're going to be looking at a black ice situation that's very, very dangerous to drive on. So do not be on the roads at that point. Anywhere from about 9-10 a.m. to about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, that's your sweet spot for safest travel, and everyone needs to take it very, very slow. This weekend we are bitter cold, but we are sunny before we say hello to, can you believe it, the 60s next week, but scattered rain and storms.